Hey YouTube, what is going on? This is Mona Cash and I'm back at you. Today's video we're looking at furthering the discussion on ebook publishing. If you watched the other video where I introduced my first ebook, Death of an Affiliate Marketer, a story that can be prevented, had to put that out there, shameless plug. I mentioned that I'm going to review and discuss my processes, okay, to the venues that I use. So this particular video, I just want to discuss with you, share with you my experience on Amazon Createspace. Okay, was on the internet looking at some blogs, looking at some YouTube posts, and just gathering information on ebooking, and came across actually a couple of videos that dealt with Amazon. I'm a poet of sorts. I have published a book. I did a self-publishing project a couple years ago, and it was a different type of scenario. I went with an independent publishing venue that allows you to self-publish and go through those processes, and it was pretty cool. It was a poetry book that was a coffee table conversational piece, very pictorial, and had some inspirational poems in there. I was into spoken word for a while, so you know, I did my thing with traveling a little bit with that. Did a little networking, did a couple book signings. That was fun. It was real cool. But that process was a bit much. It was very arduous. It was worth it. It was, you know, very rewarding to have a finished work and to be a publisher. So I do have that book on Amazon. So this was not my first experience with Amazon, and I guess that was the point that I brought that up. This wasn't my first experience with Amazon, but it was my first experience with Createspace. I didn't know that I could do it directly with Amazon, that there was a whole structure set up where you can, you know, upload your documents, get your covers done, you know, go on, and you know, in a matter of a couple steps, have a finished work published. I had no idea. So came across the information, looked into it, and I said, I'm going for it. We're going to do it. Nothing to it but to do it, right? I'm going to say this. Out of 5 stars, I give Createspace 5 stars. That's right. I give them 5 stars. This was an incredibly simplified, very comprehensive process. Anyone can do this. Anyone, I mean, they walk you through it. It's very, very simple, very easy to understand. There's a portion before you submit the finalized document. Of course, there's a time when there's a proof presented, right, where you create a proof. Okay, so in this particular stage, it's the next to the last stage, you're able to see if there are any errors that have to be corrected. You're able to see if there's anything that, because they're actually come up, these errors will come up and let you know, hey, this is not formatted, you know, this way, you need to change this, blah blah blah. And they actually have an editing system set up where you can see the proof, see what the book looks like in the state that you originally submitted. And they'll have these red flags where you can see this is exactly what you need to change. Great system. So in all, I was able to do it in a day. You know, it took me a few hours because I had to kind of go back. I've got some visuals in the book, so I had to go back and tweak those. And I think I had to go back twice because I missed a step. in making the correction. But all in all, I was able to work with Createspace within a couple of hours and come out with a product that I'm so pleased with. With Createspace, you have the Kindle book option. So that's what I was going for. But what's so wonderful about Createspace and doing this whole thing with Amazon, you have the first thing that I was actually doing. I wasn't doing the ebook first. I was actually dealing with the hard copy first. Okay, so that's what Createspace really does. It's walking you through the steps of publishing your hard copy. Then you have the flag that comes up, the signal that comes up, and asks you about your participating in the Kindle ebook process. So with this whole project with Amazon, people have an opportunity to get the hard copy, and they have an opportunity to just download it as a Kindle ebook. This is amazing. As I said, very simple. So out of 5 stars, I give it 5 stars. It was wonderful to have the kind of choices that I did with covers. Now, I am an artist. I'm a visual artist, and I do some graphic design work. I love just working with images, period, whether it's on canvas, on computer, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just, I'm always looking for different surfaces as well. But I, of course, saw the cover of the book as the entryway. So it's like when you're approaching someone's home, or when you're buying a home or selling your home. One of the things that a real estate agent will talk to you about is curb appeal. How does it look when you first drive up? How will it be received because of the landscaping and if your stairs need patchwork, if you need tuck pointing work, do you have a reef over your door? All these different things that, have you trimmed your hedges and all this kind of stuff. So we know that the cover of a book is your curb appeal. It is what people will see first before they open it. They'll see the cover, they'll see the title. Okay, so the cover is very important. They have really great options, and then you can go in, you can choose a basic template, and then you can go in and you can tweak the template. That's what I enjoyed. I had that option to do because I had some other ideas for the cover, and I was going to do all this complicated stuff, and then it was like, well, I may not be able to upload it, and so I kind of held off, and I saw a YouTube video. The guy was doing his book, and he did the whole step-by-step thing. I think it was maybe a 45-minute, 50-minute video, but it was worth checking out. And so I watched him go through the steps, and when he got to the cover designing process, I said, oh wow, that's pretty cool, So he didn't really seem to take to the samples, to the templates that were provided, and he didn't do a lot to go in and make any changes. But once I was in there for myself, and I saw that I could actually make those changes and adjust the colors and the fonts and those things, I said, oh, we're on to something now. We're cooking with some grease now. I can do this. So that made it really come together for me. I was able to personalize it visually, which is important, for me as an artist. And to me, it just put the cap on it. So here's the only thing. The templates for the Kindle ebook were separate and different from the templates provided in Createspace. So I have 2 covers. It's kind of cool, and I'm hoping it's not too confusing. So when I do my promotion, I try to incorporate both images so that people can get used to not just hearing the title but seeing these two different images. It's like when a musician comes out with a song and they play with the album cover, the CD cover, and they may have 2 or 3 different cover designs for this one particular CD, probably because they couldn't decide which one. Or maybe they thought that, they both kind of worked, and they said, well, let's just do both, designs, no big deal. So I'm kind of playing with that and hoping that, that comes over okay and that people aren't confused. But I do have the 2 different covers, which they're similar in the color scheming, so, they're not extremely different, okay? But I just have to give Amazon, Createspace, and then the Kindle book, ebook process, man, it was off the meter. It was incredibly easy, very comprehensive. I say anyone can do it. I encourage people to do it. If there's poetry that you need to blow the dust off of, go ahead and publish. Nothing beats a failure but a try. Create some passive income for yourself. Of course, you'll have to do a little bit of promoting, but that's okay. It's your product. It's your product. And this is the thing that I'm more into in terms of the affiliate marketing. I can sell me. I know exactly how far I can go. I love to do fun, quirky, satirical. I love to get dramatic. I love to just really explore my creativity. You'll see that if you see any of the promotional videos for the book, that I love to go in and just use funny, quirky images and music and create a whole setting and a whole scheme, surrounding the theme of the book to really put a POW kind of promotional piece out. So you can be as simple as possible, or you can just go way out and just be as creative as you can imagine, but it's yours. Here's the other great thing about Amazon, Createspace, Kindle ebook process, publishing. It was free. It was all free. Now there are some upgrades, and you can use those upgrades, and you can pay a nominal cost. Still not very expensive. Still not very expensive at all. I did everything for free. It's my first ebook publication, so I wanted to keep my costs as low as possible. So free is always great, right? So this is what I did. It was fantastic. Okay. Like I said, you get to deal with your covers in there. They've got a lot of templates. They walk you through the steps. You can see the proof before you submit the final. They'll flag any of your errors. You have an opportunity to make your changes, and then you submit. And once you submit, they'll tell you 5 to 7 days. It only took 2 days. It only took 2 days for me. Now I think it may vary. May depend on a few things. They don't really tell you what that range is. What caused the lag time. But they will give you the 5 to 7 days. In 2 days, I had a published work. It's exciting. I'm really, really grateful for the opportunity. I hope the book helps someone, and I hope this video at least encourages someone else to give it a try. Okay? Thumbs up, 5 stars. Createspace. Go get publishing.